What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for checking out Shinsanity Gaming, and welcome back to Oblivion. How's it going? I feel like they could have done better than Dwemer for him, but... And no pants, but hey, it is what it is. So, we're going to be continuing on with the Dark Brotherhood this time, as you might have imagined. I actually took a look at the whole Dark Gift becoming a vampire thing, and tested it out a little bit, and here's the issue. I went through the whole cure vampirism thing. It horribly disfigured my character. Like, okay, I didn't design this character. I downloaded a save in episode 1 that had this face pre-made, because I'm no good at making faces in Oblivion. But this character, it was very unpleasant. Let's just put it that way. So I think we're going to go ahead and put the vampire thing on hold. Maybe we'll do it later. We might just skip it. The curing vampirism quest is not really all that exciting. You basically gather some ingredients, kill a vampire, and that's about it. You still don't like me, dude?
You again. I thought I made it clear I'm not looking for a friend.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were going to make this guy our
I don't have all day.
Our merchant. What do you have? Anything good? I can't cast any spells because I'm just the archmage, but I'm a frickin' moron when it comes to casting spells. Anyways, that's where we're at with the vampire thing. I think we're going to pass on it, at least for now. If y'all really, really want to see it, maybe we'll do it in a later episode, but yeah, it wasn't that exciting. Anyways, what is exciting is getting started with some more Dark Brotherhood nonsense. So let's go talk to Chiba.
I am honored by your presence.
Well, thank you.
So, are you ready to mingle with the doomed house guests? The contract is waiting.
This is a fun one. I do remember this one.
Do you like parties?
No.
Because you've been invited to one.
No.
Of course, you'll be killing all the other guests.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready to attend?
Yeah, let's do it.
Splendid. You need to go to the city of Skingrad, to the large house known as Summit Mist Manor. There, you will meet up with 5 very unlucky guests. In order to receive your bonus, you must kill each guest secretly, one by one. If anyone sees you committing murder, the bonus is forfeit. The guests
I think for those that have done the Dark Brotherhood questline in Oblivion, this is probably like the most memorable quest.
In fact, the guests believe the key to the manor is inside the chest, and only by satisfying their greed will they be allowed to leave. Poor fools.
Poor fools indeed.
There is, of course, no chest of gold. The guests will find no key. After you arrive...
You know what I want to know, though, is like who actually set this up? Because obviously, all of the Dark Brotherhood
all the guests lie dead, you will be free to leave.
Contracts
now
are by
go.
contract.
See the
Hence the name.
doorman at Summit Mist Manor. He will explain the rest. Have fun.
Oh, I will. So yeah, somebody basically set up this like sick game and wanted us to pull this off. I don't know. Kind of messed up, if you ask me. But it is the Dark Brotherhood, so hey. You know what's funny too is as I was walking through the abandoned house, because I forgot to just go through the well, I was getting like 1,000 frames per second, and I'm like, dang, is there like VSync in this? I never use VSync, but when you're running 1,000 frames per second... Now, I'm certainly not running 1,000 frames per second when I'm standing out here, because Oblivion is not super optimized, but I can get around 200 to 215 this way, and about 80 to 100 this way, and about 400 this way, and about 300 this way. So Oblivion, what a game. Anyways, let's talk to this guy.
So the last guest finally arrives. I'll tell you what I told all the others. You go in, I lock the door. You don't come out until it's over. Now I'll tell you what I didn't tell everyone else. We have the same mother, you and I. And she wants you to have this. It's the key to the house.
Oh, that mother, right.
I guess someone else has already told you the other details. Kill all the guests, then leave, right? Well, you better get in there. Time to mingle.
All right.
Go, socialize. Talk to those fun.
Oh, yeah, speaking of knives, let's go ahead and... Oh, did I not grab it? Ah, dang it.
Fine people. Then plunge your knife into their throats when they ain't looking.
Oh, hey, what's going on with the rain here? We're gonna go back real quick. I want to be able to get the backstab bonus. So, I think I have a Daedric dagger. We're just gonna grab that real quick. I might have a better dagger, but I'm not really sure. Okay. We just traveled halfway, you know, across the world just to get something that we forgot. It's fine.
Have pity, beautiful lady. I got nothing.
Okay, I'm back. Cool.
The sixth guest has finally arrived. Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting? It seems like an age.
Sorry, I forgot something. I had to go
Whoever
back.
invited us here must at least know us, don't you think? In any event, we're all stuck here together, so we might as well get acquainted. The rest of us have already traded introductions. I'm Matilda Petite. The others are Nels the Naughty, Neville, Devisi Dran, and Primo Antonius. Now, who might you be? Please, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Say nothing. How about... Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Oh, you poor dear. Well, this does make things difficult for me. I want to find the gold as much as anyone, but you need it so much more than I do.
All right, what can you tell me about some of these guests? You know, we could just power through this, but this, especially this quest, is much more interesting if we take our time.
The little dark elf. She seems a nice enough girl. But to be perfectly honest, I've never trusted their kind.
Whoa, hey, okay, all right.
Tell me more. That's right, it's
Let's
a
just go
Breton
straight to the
I'll
Dark
have you
Elf
know
thing.
the
That's fine.
Petites are one of High Rock's oldest and most respected noble families.
Good for you.
He's a Nord. Mead-swilling barbarians, all of them. From what I gathered, he's a retired soldier. He's been all across the Empire fighting in various campaigns. Goodness, he's handsome. He's young, well-educated, and obviously full of himself. Not much different than any young nobleman, really.
Indeed. All right.
I have a good idea where that chest might be.
Charming.
That gold
So,
is as
Nord,
good as mine.
If you find the gold, what will you spend it on? Wait, let me guess.
Hello
a
there.
sleazy whore and a nice new battle axe. Am I right?
I'm going to open a
Even
tavern.
if it's true, those are not
I
kind words.
welcome your patronage. No pigs allowed inside, you see. You Legion types tend to stink up a place.
A tavern? Oh, I should have known. Leave it to a barbarian to spend
Anyways,
an
let's talk to the
entire
next
chest
person.
full of gold on beer and mead. How pathetic.
So, here we all are.
There's a lot of bad blood going around this place. There's going to be a lot of bad blood flowing around this place pretty soon.
So, you finally showed up. It's about time. People of my station are not accustomed to waiting.
Wait, he's literally looking down on me right now. Hold on.
All right, then.
With ev-
There
well,
we go.
here we all are. She's quite beautiful, isn't she? A little young, perhaps, and not exactly highborn, but she possesses a unique elegance.
They really go out of their... they really go out of their way to not make you feel bad about killing these people, don't they?
The old woman. She's quite a pest, really. I think she's gotten it into her head that I need mothering or something. She is sorely mistaken. There's something about Nels I can't quite place. He's not for money, that's obvious, but I don't think he's quite the buffoon he seems either. He reminds me of the guards under my father's employ, strict, no nonsense, and ready to fight at a moment's notice. It's a regal name from a rather regal family.
Oh.
Indeed, my father owns more property than the East Empire Company.
Yeah, impressive. You know, my character in the Morrowind playthrough actually was sort of involved in the East Empire Company. But we won't talk about that.
Hmm? Oh, yes. Maybe we'll speak.
Hello, I'm Dovesi. I'm very pleased to meet you. Now that you're here, we can really start looking for that chest of gold.
Nice haircut you got there.
What I mean to say is, before you arrived, we all just sort of glanced around a bit. Now that we're all officially here, we can look in earnest. Not much to tell about me, really. I'm from Morrowind originally, but my family moved to Valenwood a few years ago.
Morrowind, great place.
Well, I really don't know her, but she seems like a very respectable old lady. I wonder what makes him so naughty. He seems nice enough to me.
Moving on, moving on.
He's a very serious man, but I guess that's normal for a retired soldier. He's very handsome, but please don't tell him I said so. I have a good
Hey,
idea
Antonius.
where that chest might
Wait,
be.
he's literally standing like
He's as good as
2
mine.
feet away.
Call
Or
us,
whatever.
are plenty happy serving our own needs while your useless empire crumbles down around you.
So the thing about this quest, right, is that I guess we might as well do this while we're here. I found the gold. You know, obviously you would expect, right, that were you to go in and kill somebody in here, like
Hello there.
him, he's all alone. They'd be like, "Oh, obviously I'm the killer," but it's not quite that sophisticated. Wait, what? Why are you in here?
I can't quite decide where I should look. I don't want to break anything, but the chest of gold could be hidden anywhere.
All right, whatever. Dude, look.
Locked inside
She's
a
dead.
house with 5
Oh.
strangers. It sounded like a trap when I read the invitation. Looks like I was right. Davisi's upset by the murder, but she'll be okay. I get the sense she's seen worse things in her life. How could this happen? How could I have let my guard down? That poor old woman is dead. And I should have protected her.
Aw.
When people start turning up dead, it's usually a good idea to keep your eyes on any nearby Nords, if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh man, these people.
I'm a Red Guard, though I've never actually been to Hammerfell. I was born here in Cyrodiil. My family has been in the Legion for 3 generations.
And they're not going to be in it for 4, but it's okay.
Well, when somebody gets murdered, everyone nearby could be considered a suspect. That includes young Primo.
Indeed.
You'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group. It's just not safe to go wandering off alone with a killer on the loose.
He doesn't care. I'm just like, hey, she's got 20 gold on her. Nice. So again, right, in a normal situation, it's like, hey, these 2 people are dead, and this one person is not, and all 3 of them were in there together. Oh. But it's not that advanced. Oh, I guess that makes sense, right? They were each given a room to stay in. Okay, so that makes sense. I was like, why in the world is she in here asleep? Whatever. Anyways. Oh no, I can't believe people are dying.
I haven't seen death like this in a long, long time. It's a bit more than my nerves can handle, I'm afraid. I plan to gather up every drop of drink in this house and keep it to myself. If things get any worse around here, I find comfort there, you see.
That was a weird line read.
So far, the killer has claimed 2 victims. If they plan on adding Davisi to that list, they can think again. I won't let any harm come to that girl. Some bloodthirsty monster killed that woman in cold blood. It's obvious to me one of the other guests killed her to eliminate the competition. Assuming that's true, who's next? You? Me? We need to keep our eyes open, friend. And we do well not to trust the others.
You know what would have been way funnier is if I put on like full Daedric armor and who was standing there, he's like, who would be next?
Ah, don't let the name fool you. I had a bit too much mead a few years back, and there was this tavern wench. Anyway, just call me Nels.
Like I said, moving on.
You want to know how I really feel about Neville's death? I'm afraid. I may hate the Imperial Legion, but its members are trained warriors.
Yeah, that's true.
Neville was probably the most capable fighter among us, yet he was cut down silently, just a few rooms away. I fear one of us is not who they appear. This isn't the work of some greedy houseguest. There's an assassin among us. You mark my words. We must watch ourselves at every step.
Well, he's got the right idea. I'll give him that.
Let me ask you something, friend. Why is Primo even here? The rest of us need the money, but his family is wealthy beyond measure.
That's actually a fair point.
Maybe he was bored, or maybe he just wanted to do some slumming. Or maybe he's a trained assassin hired to kill us all, one by one. Sound crazy? Well, these are crazy times, my friend.
That's actually a good point, though.
Don't go far. It's too dangerous to go wandering around this house.
Okay, he's down here. All right, let's talk to her.
2 of us dead? Who would do this? And why? Is that why we're all here? To be killed like vermin? I feel like I'm going mad. It's hard to believe she's dead.
Whoa,
Why
she
would
calmed
someone
down very
want to
quickly.
murder an old woman? I just don't know what to make of Nels anymore. He plays the bumbling drunkard, but he could very well be the killer. I don't understand. Who would kill him, and why? Is this about the gold? 2 people lie dead. Primo could have done it, I know. He's young and strong. Still, I don't want to believe that.
Yeah.
Stay safe, if that's even possible.
Yeah, let's go talk to cousin Antonius.
2 of us have been murdered. 2 people are now dead. And for what? A trunk full of coins? How pathetic. The poor girl. She's too young, too innocent to be exposed to these horrible murders. I hope she's holding up all right. The old woman is dead. Murdered. Cut down in this very house. But why? Did she find the gold? And someone wanted it for their own?
Someone did want it for their own, that's true.
He's drinking even more than he was before. Is it because he's afraid? Or feeling guilty? Neville was strong. A soldier. If he was murdered, this does not bode well for the rest of us.
So obviously the kind of cool thing about this quest,
Stay safe.
other than just the concept, which is kind of unique, is that you can kill the guests in different orders, right? And get different remarks from each person. So what I got to do now then, let's rest and see if I can get...
It's not safe to be
Oop.
alone. I certainly don't want to be the 3rd victim.
Indeed. Sorry. Oh. Is everything okay? All right. So who do we leave for last? The nobleman or the Nord? I mean, the Nord's right here asleep, right? Let's do this. Let's see what he has to say about it.
My friend, please stay safe. 3 of us have been murdered. Besides you and me, there's only one guest left, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen death like this before. Many years ago, my daughter was murdered by bandits who came to our village. I'm sorry. I need a drink.
You start to feel a little less good about yourself as you go through the quest, though, certainly.
No, no. When I looked into Devisi's face, it was like peering at my own daughter. I feel like I've lost her all over again.
Aw.
Besides you and me, he's the only one left. By Ysmir, that boy will pay for what he's done. Come, we must kill Primo before he kills us.
Ooh, I like the way you're thinking. Obviously, this is one way that you can handle this. How are we doing here? Okay, good job. Oh! Alright.
Ha 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 ha! We did it, my friend. The killer is dead, and this nightmare is just about over. All we have to do now is find a way out of here.
Alright. Well... Oh, I never even went to the basement.
You and I are the only... Ha 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 ha! We did...
Oh, all the potions I could make with these. Cheese wedges. Pumpkins. It is fall, isn't it? We could make some pumpkin spiced cheese. That would be pretty, well, pretty horrible, honestly, but hey. Alright, random question for you all. Pumpkin spice, yay or nay? I'm going to give the most, like, lame answer I can possibly give, which is I'm basically neutral on it. I would never choose it, but if somebody offered it to me, I would not turn them away. That's my non-committal, middle-of-the-road answer. Dang, look at all this food. All right, I'm going to be making so many Restore Fatigue potions. Anyways, let's go ahead and finish up here. So yeah, pretty neat quest, right? We could, you know, I'm not going to, but if we really wanted to, we could reload and resolve this in, you know, slightly different ways. But I do think that's kind of a cool way to do it, is we had him finish off the second to last guy, I guess. You know what they say, right? That if you kill a murderer, the number of murderers in the world remains the same. However, simple math would tell you that were you to kill 2 murderers, then the number of murderers in the world has gone down by 1. Anyways, let's go see what our buddy thinks of our work. Oh, I guess he's not here anymore. Okay. We'll just go all the way back to the sanctuary then. I'm probably going to do a little bit of a shorter episode this time. That did take up most of our time, but I think it was worth it to get a little bit more of the dialogue instead of just rushing through, right? Again, I would say that's probably the coolest quest in the Dark Brotherhood questline, but don't get like bummed out because there are some interesting things that still happen in this questline. I do happen to remember it fairly well.
I am honored. Well done. Not only did
Night
you
Mother's
kill
blessing.
the 5 guests, you acted as an agent of
Nice.
terror and grief.
That's a good
You
reward
have
right
earned
there.
your reward and bonus, assassin. I lay upon you now the Night Mother's blessing. May she walk with you always and guide your hand as you act in accordance with the 5 tenets.
Cool. Let's see what my... Oh, I haven't even gotten Blade to 100 yet. I think it counts as an enchantment, though, which means that... Or like a fortify active effect, right? So that means that were I to get Blade to 100, it would now actually be 102. Yeah. Well, it would be 105 because I forgot I also got the Grey Prince's training. So that's cool. I like rewards like that because, let's be honest, like by this point in the game, do I really care about like an enchanted sword or something? Or an enchanted bow? Probably not, because this has 11 and this has 19, and I just found this in the world. Granted, it is from the mod, but still. Yeah. Anyways, everybody. Like I said, we're going to do a little bit of a shorter episode this time, but I don't want to be rushing through, especially as we're getting, you know, somewhat close to the end of the series. Not super close, but somewhat close. So with that in mind, we are going to go ahead and cut it here. I'm not going to do a 5-minute outro like I sometimes get caught up doing. So let me know if you enjoyed this one. We'll probably be back doing more Dark Brotherhood stuff next time, unless one of you has a particularly interesting suggestion for something that I've missed along the way. But I think I have hit most of the things along the way. Oh yeah, I was going to look at this, but I totally forgot. Whoops. Maybe next time. Anyways, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a good one. Take care, and God bless.